I cannot stand Mr. Baseball.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I knew it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I tried to throw a little bit back at it.
Love that logo, love that jersey, love that color scheme, everything about it. All right, welcome back to the second half of the Another Sports Podcast. In this second half, and I think this is a good topic here, David. You want to talk about custom designs on bats and cleats?
Because we know how I just thought of this when after the Little League Classic was on, and you had Bryce Harper having the Philly Fanatic bat. Who was it? Trey Turner with the number 2 pencil.
I think that was Bryson Stott, if I remember correctly. It was either Stott or Bohm. A bunch of the players had customized bats, kind of like what they do for the home run derby. And yes, the number 2 pencil bat was fantastic.
That was great. I thought that was fantastic.
Okay.
Yes, that was actually Bryson Stott. I thought it was Trey Turner, but no.
So
it was Bryson Stott.
As a card-carrying member of the Uniwatch community,
gotta get that out there.
we are known for our noticing details. And one of my favorite things about the number 2 pencil bat was the matte finish on the eraser end of the bat. I thought that was so clever.
It was a cool concept of what they did with it. I mean, that was perfect, especially with the Little League World Series right there with the kids and all that. Just, that was neat to see. And honestly, I think that should be something that I think MLB or just baseball in general, not just MLB, but just baseball in general, should have.
Yes and no. I think for here's why I'm yes or no. I think it's a great concept. I love it when they do it. However, I think if they do it all the time, it loses its specialness. It uses its uniqueness.
I can see that.
And it loses what makes it stand out when you do see it. Keep it for special occasions. Do it for the home run derby. Do it for the All-Star game even. Do it for the Little League Classic. Keep it for those special moments where it's appropriate.
I can see that.
That's just me. I'm teetering the line here between old school and new school. I'm okay with it, but I don't want it to lose what makes it special.
No, yeah, I do see your point with that. I do see your point of trying to keep it to where, like, if you keep doing it all the time, it may, okay, yes, it loses its lackluster. Oh, yeah, another weird bat. Ooh, ah. But yeah, like you said, do it in a special event. Oh, wow, that's really neat. That's a cool design. That's a pretty good concept. That, I do see both aspects of it. Need to see, and also, kids to see like the different bats of just like, right. Oh, that's his bat. That's, that's so-and-so's bat or something like that. Just to kind of maybe bring kids more to the game of just having it more colorful in that aspect.
Right, and I get that.
So again, well, like you said, it's a double-edged sword.
It is, unfortunately, it is, because if you do it too often, it loses what makes it special, and you take for granted the work that goes into some of these bats. Like if they were doing special bats like this all the time, I'd stop paying attention to the small details. Because why would I need to care? That's just me.
No, like I said, it's a double-edged sword because it's one of those things where, like you said, it's great for special events, great for special things, but yet every day it's going to be like, okay, yep, here he is again. Here is so-and-so's bat of whatever. So I get that. Now, what do you think of the NFL cleats? Should that be a thing if someone wants to have special cleats? No, they never will, but do you think they should? Like, even for just special events, like cancer awareness or something like that without getting fined because $5,000.
It's because of the NFL's deals with specific shoe companies and blah blah blah.
They can put the logo on it. They're still wearing their shoes. That you can see the logo. You can see all of that. What's the difference? And still get paid and still get fined $5,000 just for wearing a different set of cleats,
which is a drop in the bucket for most of these players. Here's the thing: MLB does You need cleats all the time. You know, everyone listening knows I'm a big diehard Phils fan. I follow the guy on TikTok who does all the custom-made cleats for the Phils. I'll watch the videos of him presenting Stott or Bohm or Sosa with their custom cleats that he made for them for a specific game. And the guy puts a lot of hard work into them, and I think it's super cool. Do I notice the cleats when I'm watching the game? I don't. But I pay attention to his videos when I'm on TikTok, and I can respect what he does. So MLB's, for as old-fashioned and stingy as MLB supposedly is, and they are, they're cool with custom cleats. The reason the NFL's never going to do it is because the NFL does not want to make waves. And the NFL's going to hear about it from whomever well, our team's supposed to wear this, or this player's supposed to wear this. And it'll never happen because the NFL's in the business of making everyone happy and pissing everyone off at the same time. Whereas to some degree, MLB doesn't fight these small battles anymore because
it's just that. It's just that small battle. You know?
Oh, Aaron Judge of the Yankees wants to wear cut. Well, that's not going to fucking happen because it's the Yankees.
What's that?
No, I went to say Aaron Judge is wearing custom cleats, but then I realized he's a Yankee, and the Yankees don't do stuff like that. Which that's a whole other topic for next season, but supposedly the Yankees are going to have a City Connect jersey. We already know my thoughts on the City Connect jersey. There's no way anyone is going to like the Yankee City Connect jersey. Yankees fans, I guarantee you, Yankees fans are going to hate it.
I can see that very quickly. Because Yankees are so hyped up with tradition of just regular old school baseball.
Well, yes, the Yankees are traditionalists with their uniform, but I will say it like this, and I will make the comparison to Penn State. Why mess with something that's already good? When you have a perfect uniform, why would you mess with it?
Penn State hasn't
There's
changed
nothing
their
you can
uniform.
add to it. All you're going to do is take away from it.
Yeah, Penn State hasn't changed anything with their uniforms in how long?
You've never seen Penn State do a black for black's sake uniform. You've never seen the Yankees do something like that.
No. Because like I said, why fix it? You know?
Right.
Be like Elsa, let it go.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Wow. Wow.
To what? Could be worse.
You know what I'm curious of? How many of our listeners know who was the first goalie to wear a custom painted mask? I know you know. I'm not quizzing you. I'm curious how many of our listeners know.
That would be something.
What's funny is I can see the mask right now in my head without even looking it up.
Great, I'm drawing a blank. I'm literally drawing a blank now.
Well, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I shouldn't, but I am.
Because it's someone who played for your favorite team.
I mean, I can see the mask in my head. I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm looking at the mask. White and orange.
Yep.
Doug Favell.
Now, you weren't supposed to say anything, because I wanted the listeners to...
I know, but yeah, I'm an idiot anyways.
To hell with that.
Yeah, I'm the hell with it. But no, I literally was just drawing a blank. I was like, I see it in my head. I see it. You know? Sorry, it was eating me because I know it. I see it. I just drawn a blank with it. I mean, I find it fantastic that goalies are allowed to do that just with their masks to create a whole bunch of different array of things. Like Curtis Joseph did a dog for Cujo because his name. Especially when he was with Toronto, it was blue. When he went to Detroit, he turned it red. That was neat to see, a red Cujo, mask.
Trying to think.
One had
who had the Canadiens logo on. They played for the Canadiens, and they had the logo painted on their mask.
I think Wad had it on his mask when he was.
No, I'm talking like a guy in the 70s or 80s, like before Wah.
Oh. Oh, mask.
I know. I can't think of the name, and I'm looking.
That's the evolution of the mask. So I know some Felix Potvin had Felix the Cat on his helmet. Somebody for Ottawa had Marvin the Martian. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I know I'll find it when it's too late.
Yeah, that's how it always works.
But darn it, I'm looking.
And mask.
Ken Dryden.
Why do I feel I have that name now rings a bell in my head for when we were up in the Hall of Fame and I have his helmet picture. Toronto. Going through my files here to see about that picture because, like I said, that name rings a bell from the Hall of Fame. Like that, I have his picture from the Hockey Hall of Fame. Good God, I have so many pictures.
Those are almost 20-year-old pictures.
18.
I said almost 20.
I know they're 18 because my niece is 18.
Anyway.
So I know, who was it that had the Penguins mask that had the...
It looked like a penguin.
Yeah, like from the Tim Burton's Batman.
But yeah,
I'm looking at Ken Dryden's mask right now as a Canadian, but it wasn't painted. The one that I'm shown, it wasn't painted. He used it from 70 to 73.
Gotcha.
It just looked like the wire mask, and that was it.
Right.
That's all it was. It wasn't even painted. That's why it was ringing in my head.
Gotcha.
But the one who did the Penguin mask that looked like the Penguin from the Batman, when the second Batman with Michael Keaton, Kenny Reckett.
Okay.
He used it from the 95-96.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm literally looking at my Hall of Fame pictures when we went up, when me and my brother went up, on some of them. You gotta love goalie mask. You're just unique. And that's one thing I liked about, when they did the baseball bats for the Little League World Series Classic, and just uniqueness. The idea behind it. Like the number 2 pencil for starters.
That was a great. Bryce's Fanatic one was good, but I mean, as soon as that, and I saw a picture of the number 2 pencil bat 2 days before the game, because a photo of it leaked onto Reddit. So I was prepared to see it, although it was misattributed to Bryce. So I was waiting for Bryce to break that bat out, and then I saw Stott had it. But I mean, just great concept. And I'm all for it. I look forward to seeing that kind of stuff at the appropriate time.
Yeah, like like we said, it was a double-edged sword. You want to see it because it's unique, but yet you don't want to lose its lackluster to keep that excitement going.
Right. Well, I'm good on this one.
I'm good on it as well. So if you're good and I'm good, that's the end of the second half.
All right, let's give a quick plug to our friend Dave, him and his buddies Greg and Jake at the 2216 podcast. It is a small town rural firefighter podcast where they share stories about their time as first responders. They always have very interesting discussions and dialogue. And you can find them wherever you get your podcasts. Please check them out if that's something that you think you'll be interested in. Coming up in this month at some point, I will be on the Other Ship podcast. We recorded it last week. We talked about underrated sports films. And I definitely got to talk about Undrafted and the final season, Mr. Baseball, of course. I talked about Mystery Alaska. Mystery Alaska, we did 5. We talked about 5 films, then we gave some runners, like not runners up, but some other ones we want to just kind of throw in honorable mentions. But one of my top 5 was Mystery Alaska as an underrated sports film.
That's a good movie.
It's a fun film.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a great cast. I mean, Hank Azaria, Russell Crowe, Mary McCormick, Burt Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
Ton of other people are in that film. It's just a fun film. So if you like sports films and you've never seen Mystery Alaska, I highly recommend it. But you can find The Other Ship wherever you get your podcasts. It's a pop culture podcast with a pro wrestling lean. Although we really didn't get into pro wrestling too much last episode. We kind of just stuck to the topic of underrated sports films. But you can find them wherever you get your podcasts. I don't have anything else, David. Do you got anything? Because we can kill some time if you want.
Well, I do want to say to everybody listening, thank you for listening to us for the past 3 years now.
Yeah, we went completely past that. We're like a month over.
Yes, we did, and I didn't realize it till the other day. Like, wait a minute, wait. 3 years.
But yeah. Just started as an excuse for us to
BS more.
Shoot the shit during COVID. Well, during the pandemic, because we're still doing it during COVID. But anyway. But yeah, it just started as an excuse for us to shoot the shit, and here we are 3 years later. And I'm really happy we have like a core group of listeners that listen to every episode.
Yes. Very much so.
Because that means that for those people, we are a part of their regular routine. And that's really cool that they think enough of what we do to make it part of whatever it is that they do during the week that our show comes out.
That it is.
So thank you. I mean, we both appreciate everyone who watches us on YouTube, everyone who listens to us, everyone who even takes the time just to subscribe.
Very much so.
We see the numbers for that too. So yeah, just thank you for supporting us for the last 3 years. Every little thing you all do counts and means something to us.
In a big way, because we get excited when we see like the numbers go up and up and up, and like, wow, this is neat. Sort of like how the NHL Hits episode. In 3 weeks, that hit 41 views.
And a little inside baseball, that's a lot for us. Because most people don't want to watch us just sit and talk about sports. We're simple dudes. We don't have a lot of flashy graphics or anything like that. It's just us here on Skype recording. Same thing as you're listening to, you're just watching us. It's not highly entertaining or intuitive television or video that you're watching. But we definitely will plan on doing at some point more PlayStation video game stuff. I got to get feeling healthy and cleared before I can do that.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
Goddamn jerking elbows keep me on the sidelines.
Jesus.
We stopped being family friendly a long time ago. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. Never a dull moment, though.
We both greatly appreciate everyone who takes the time to make us part of your lives. It just means a lot to us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes. With that, this was episode 75 of the Non Sports Podcast. You can find us at Linktree, where that'll take you to all of our links, sites, accounts. However you want to find us, you can get us there. That's in the description of every show. You can also find us available for streaming or download at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, iTunes, Pandora, Audible,
Everywhere.
Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. We're there, and you can find us wherever. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, we got the YouTube channel. That's also in the Linktree account that you can click on in the episode description. Also there, you can find our sponsors, because, yes, we actually do have sponsors. If you listen to the show, you always hear the Fans Idea ad. You always hear Baseball Together. We do have a Ballsy account that you can click on in our episode description and go and get yourself some ball deodorant or ball wash or whatever you're looking for your junk. Ballsy got you covered. I think this is the first time we've actually mentioned the Ballsy ad, because I'm just
I think it has
now.
I think it is.
But yeah, we got that. You can use that link and get I think it's like 30% off or 10% off your first order with Ballsy. Go and use it if you want. I worked for 2 years to get that sponsorship, and I never talk about it. I'm the worst. All right. With that, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. My name's Jason.
I'm David.
We'll talk with you next time.
Have a good one.